Three-time world champion. All right, what we got here? Good to have you on the Southpaw. Shane Evans out of representing Movida Boxing. Yeah, man, all-rounder. Up there in Cairo. Reggie, what you seeing, Reg?
Well, you know, this guy being a left-handed fighter, I think that gives him a little advantage, but even a left-handed fighter can have problems with the opposition.
Right.
So, you know.
I think you're an expert on them southpaws, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you talk. I'm listening. This kid, this is a muscle-bound kid, this other guy.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and once again, like I said, you can have a lot of muscles. If you don't know what to do with them, you're just a man with some muscles.
Yeah, it doesn't translate. It doesn't translate.
It doesn't translate.
No, young girls don't hit back.
That's right.
I tell you, this Evans kid's relaxed, ain't it?
Look at that. He's really relaxed.
Wow. Oh, the weightlifter's hands way up in there.
That guy got pretty fast hands for a big man.
Yeah. How big that boy is? He got to be 300 pounds.
He might be the second coming of, what's his name, Andy Ruiz.
Yeah. Andy Ruiz.
Yeah.
All right, it looks like he's looking for distance. He's seeing where he's at. Now, that muscle-bound boy is kind of stiff, man.
I think whoever established their jab has a better chance of winning this fight.
Yeah. And the fluidity is definitely in Evans' favor.
Right.
Oh! Man, I think this other kid is Lyons, Lyons. He's a stiff kid with that chin up in the air, man. That's dangerous.
Very dangerous. You know, even when you're attacking the opposition, man, you got to always be thinking defense. That was my
forte.
Yeah, that was my forte, and that's pretty much what I held on to and was taught by the old school trainers.
Yes, sir. Round one of a schedule of 4 rounds. Heavyweight division. We in Galveston, Texas at the Galveston Convention Center. We got 3-time world champion Reggie Johnson. Always a pleasure to be sitting down with a champ. Yes, indeed.
It's a pleasure, man, sharing this platform with you guys. And, you know, life after boxing is loving boxing.
Are you still over there? Are you still over there by Eugene and them?
Oh yes, I'm still in Dickinson working with fighters, kids, and you know, I'm a very fortunate man. I'm doing something still that I love to do.
Amen. Man, we got over 5,000 people tonight. We were ready, weren't we?
Awesome crowd.
We were ready for some boxing. Reggie, we got I took a fight on July 26th. I'm sorry, June 26th on ESPN. We fighting the 2016 gold medalist from Uzbekistan, a little southpaw, a little fire plug. For Quentin's next fight on the Lomachenko Nakatani undercard. It's going to be a tremendous victory. This kid can fight. He's southpaw, and you know we don't have much problem with the southpaws. We'll fight him. But this guy's a little fire plug, man. He's going to come forward. He's one of them Russians. He's out of with Lomachenko's management.
Okay, well, you know, I think our guy, the Houston guy, I think he's fully equipped to pretty much face anybody. You know, people don't really buy into what you learn from an amateur taking it to a pro. I think me having 180 amateur fights, fighting on those levels of representing the USA made me the best pro that I could ever be. Right. The same thing with our guy. You know, right. He's represented the U.S. He's been all over the world. You know, when you fight all over the world, coming up and living that lifestyle, man, you know, it don't really matter who you're fighting and where you're fighting them at.
You're exposed to so many different styles. Less surprises.
Yeah, that's right.
Got us one. He dropped him. He hit that thing hard. I heard him hit the ground. The muscles is heavy, boy. Now can we finish him? Now he's waiting. Shane need to go on and shoot that straight left, right down the middle. Look at him.
Well, you know, it really bothers me to see these guys not jabbing.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
You know,
it serves so many purposes, man.
When old school trainers make you understand that the most important fight in punch and boxing is the jab, and you don't see a guy using it, you know, it sets up everything.
Or the ones who don't have varied jabs. You know, he doesn't pinpoint the jab. He doesn't set it on his shoulder, set it on his chest, set it in his nose. You know, they just chuck it out there. It's so underutilized.
The late great Mr. Curtis Coates, who the people I signed with when I turned pro at 17, told me if you can hit a man with a jab, you can hit him with anything. He said if you can touch him with a jab, you can hit a man on his big toe. That's right. That's right.
You can turn that right hand and put it right where that was.
That's right.
Absolutely, man. I tell you, man, he hurt this big boy. Maybe it was he didn't want gas out, but he was there for the taking, man.
Yeah.
He's fluid though. I like the Evans kid. I would definitely like to see more jabs, but as a southpaw, fighting that conventional fighter, you know, that lead left, you can get off on it a little more normally.
Well, you know, I remember back in the day, if you was left-handed, it was hard for you to get fights. Didn't nobody want to fight you.
1,000%.
And I think in this day and time, people have learned how to deal with left-handers. You know, that's why, you know, me being able to fight left-handed and being able to switch and fight orthodox, I had to, you know, really.
It gives you so many options to change him too without even doing anything.
Absolutely.
Let's see, man. I think Evans. I hope he don't wish he didn't press the gas, man, because he's letting this ball off the hook, man. This kid, the muscle ball kid, hasn't done nothing.
He haven't.
But sit there and wait. Now's the time I would say Evans should have been sticking that jab out there.
So absolutely. And I don't see how a guy could stay that close to a guy right in front of him without jabbing or feinting or doing something to offset him so they can land the punch that they need to land.
1,000%, man. 1,000%. I tell you, this is the fifth. Is this the fifth fight? Every fight had a knockdown so far.
Wow.
Every fight. I'm telling you, man, these fighters were antsy. They needed to get back in this ring and put on a show. They all bringing in the right energy.
I'm trying to remember the last time I was here at this arena. I know they had quite a few fights here. It's been a long time, but you know, when I walked through that door, I just remember that I had been here because I was trying to figure out where they happened to fight in Galveston. But yeah, I remember being here.
How do you feel when you walk in and you feel the energy? Do you get that itch? You start reminiscing and feeling like you used to?
Well, I'm gonna tell you the whole story. When I arrive at the arena and sit in the dressing room, I'm a man, a real man. I tell the truth. I have butterflies. I'm not scared, but I have butterflies. And I know when I start getting my head and I start shadowboxing, all that leave. I don't know where to go to, but the butterflies are gone. I'm ready to go. And then, you know, walking to that ring, you're like, hey, man, this is let's do it. Let's get the job done.
The energy is amazing this evening, man. Everyone seems to be excited to be here, watching some great boxing.
And a nice crowd, man. The boxing fans, you know, man, it's
it's packed.
It's a good straight right hand right there.
See, I was hoping he would live to regret that, Reggie, letting this ball off the hook like this, man. Because if he starts punching again, he's back, he's a live wire, you know.
You know, you saying that, man, I just think about the fight back in the day when I was a kid watching the fight. Big John Tate, that's when they was going 15 rounds, had won 14 rounds against great Mike Weaver. And Mike Weaver knocked him out in the last round.
Yep.
It only take one punch.
He's signifying, right?
What are you doing?
He's standing there, put his hand on the rope. Come on, man.
I was wish Roy Jones would have did that this week.
Yeah. That'd have been nice. That'd have been nice.
If Roy Jones would have did that this week, I would have been undisputed.
Peel this cap like that. Come on, Shane. You got to let them hands go, sir. I don't know. What you think? Fatigue set in?
That didn't have nothing to do with fatigue. I think that was like, hey, come get it. And he didn't go get it.
Well, that's what I mean. Why wouldn't he go? Why wouldn't he go?
Oh, you thinking about getting hit as you go.
Yeah. See, you letting this kid get brave. That's still a big man, bro.
That's right.
That big man lands a shot on you, that's it.
Yeah, it's over.
I feel like the tempo of this fight should have changed in this round.
Yeah, I have no clue. Now he done switched, so that usually tells me he's out of ideas.
Yeah, exactly. I noticed that he keeps switching.
Yeah, man. That's, you know what gets you your looks? Jab. Throw the jab, man. You get all the licks you want. I think we clearly know who's winning the fight, but man, it has. This round went down a lot on activity.
Well, you know, when that fatigue sets in, you know, sometimes you got guys just put it out there and go all right. Sometimes you got guys trying to they think about going the distance.
Yeah, you know, just survive. They choose to survive. Yeah.
YouTube, Facebook, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. We are live in Galveston. We got 3-time world champ with us today, joining us.
Sweet Reggie Johnson.
Reggie Johnson, we got Roger and Bobby on the side. He's going to be stepping away in the middle as well. Man, what a great night for boxing. Is that Paulie? It was like Paulie.
I don't think so. Thank you guys for sharing this platform with me, man. This is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man.
Forever life will be boxing for me, and just being here, being able to have the faculties and the eye and vision to see this is a beautiful thing, and I thank God.
It's a blessing.
Yes.
I don't know, man. He may have gave up that round because he wasn't doing nothing that last round.
I think he did.
I had Shane, 10-8 in that first one. And then he might have gave this round, but man, 4 rounds, man, you can't afford to give nothing away. Nothing.
So who do you think is winning? You think it's
I think he got. I think 2-1. 2-1 to Evans. But it's just activity. Evans ain't let that jab, so just let it up there. That boy's right there in front of you, man. You know. Again, he probably don't want to punch for a reason. I haven't seen the problem that the other guy has made, really. Lyons, Stephen Lyons.
I don't know where he's from, but that punch he just threw came from wherever he's from. He just tried to let it go.
Mississippi. Oh, come on now. Them big boys, man. Y'all don't want to be the love. Let them hands go. Oh, shit.
Excuse my French.
There's no reason to let a big boy like that survive, man, because all he can do is start trouble.
Now, this is the old school. Curtis Coach told me this a long time ago. Former welterweight champion of the world in the early 60s. He was telling me when you see 2 guys fainting and nobody throwing a punch, you know what they call that?
What's that?
One scared, doesn't glad of it.
One scared, the other was glad of it. There you go.
That's old school stuff.
Yeah, man, that's true. Now look at it. He done let this boy get brave, man.
I believe that they must have heard it.
He done let him get brave. Shane had no business letting this kid get brave like this, man. From the onset.
There we go. We're going into the fourth and final round, right?
That's it. Now, guess what? Guess what? Couldn't you easily have gave Muscle Boy that round?
I could have given him the last 2 rounds.
This could have been a draw.
I think it might be a draw. Yeah.